Hey guys, what is going on? It's Being These S Games here. Today I've got another PS Vita game review for you guys, and it is The Amazing Spider-Man. This game was on PS3, PS Vita, and maybe PS4, I don't remember. But before I start rambling on about random stuff, we're just gonna get right into the video. Alright, The Amazing Spider-Man is actually a really good game. I will just come out and say that I enjoy that game. Maybe that's just because I really, really love Spider-Man, but the the game was really good, and the story was also interesting. It kept me intrigued in it, and I didn't have a moment where I was like, "Man, what is happening?" I followed along the whole time, and it kept me busy. And speaking of keeping you busy, another good point about the game is that once you beat the game, or before you beat it, however you want to do the side missions, I saved them for after I beat it. You've got plenty of side missions to choose from to keep you on the game and keep you invested. And I actually found that to be really good timing because I beat the game and I was just basically just swinging around the city like, man, this is boring. And I remembered I had all those side missions and I was like, oh yeah, sweet, let's do all those. And actually, there's also Spider-Man suits you can get. Like, doing all the side missions. Like there's a couple where you take infected people, like people that have a disease or something, to a hospital, and once you complete all those missions for that category, you get a Spider-Man suit. And I actually feel like that was a really nice incentive to get more than just basically me to do all the side missions, because you get cool suits and you can actually play the game again on a harder difficulty if you want to do that stuff with those new suits. So it's pretty cool. And this is going to be a little more technical on why it's a good point. It's a good combat system. I don't know if you guys understand that, but if you play superhero games enough, like you play the Batman games, you play Spider-Man games, you understand that the combat system has to be a certain way to be good. It can't be too clunky, and it can't be too, I know it sounds stupid, but it can't be too smooth, because if it's too smooth, then it's like, man, this is just super easy. Oh my gosh. But it can't be super complicated like Mortal Kombat, like trying to do 9 fatalities at once. It's just not going to happen. But the good part about The Amazing Spider-Man is that it had a good, not too clunky, not too smooth, and simple combat system. So you could easily learn it, and it just wasn't too bad, alright? And I found that to be really good. I actually got a 98 hit combo on like the second mission. I think it was the second mission. You had to break somebody out of prison. I'm not going to say who because I don't want to spoil it. But it was actually a really fun event getting all those combos. But now we're on to the bad parts. The graphics of the game, I don't normally like to say is bad or good. Like this would be like a deciding factor if you should buy it. But it is just something to think about knowing that it's on other consoles. The graphics could be a lot better than what they are. I will say I am not impressed with the graphics, but then again, at least for me, I don't care about graphics. It could be a 16-bit game. I'll still play it if it's fun, because a fun game is a fun game. Like, if people were picky about graphics, games probably wouldn't have gotten past 16-bit because it was ugly. They thought that was like Uncharted quality. But another thing that has to do with graphics, just on the more technical side of the game, the frame rate drops are insane. There's a lot of them, and I will say they're not too bad. They're not like, oh my god, I have no idea what's happening, but they just happen frequently. It's like, come on, bro, this is really annoying. And it happens a lot during a boss fight where you have to fight a big robot, and on the last boss fight, it happens a lot there, but it happens other times throughout the game, just those two places especially. And I will say, like I said, the side missions kept me busy and all that, and the suits were pretty cool. But after you beat the game, really the side missions don't keep you busy for that long. Honestly, I like grinding my games out to 100% completion, so maybe it's just because I'm just that much of a tryhard, but the side missions kept me busy for about 2 or 3 days, and then I was like, okay, I'm done. Done this game. Deleting it. And I did. I beat the game like 3 times, did all the side missions each time, and I just got bored of it, so I just deleted it and haven't re-downloaded it since. But that doesn't mean it's not a good game. Let's just say that. And you may be thinking, oh, it's probably got collectibles for you to get, Austin. You said you're a completionist. You know you want to get those. I do want to get those. They have comic book pages that you find just floating in the sky, and once you collect a certain amount, you get actual, like, virtual comic books, and you can read them. And I love comic books and all that. But the problem is there's 700 comic books in a city in the sky. I am not gonna sit down for hours and hours and hours my whole summer trying to get 700 comic book pages, swing from building rooftops as Spider-Man. No thank you. I'll go play zombies. Round 100, here I come. Just not interested. And like I said earlier, the side missions are a bit repetitive. They're really short. They're basically discount side missions. They're not actual, like, missions. They're more like, hey, there's a guy on the corner. You gotta pick him up, take him to a building, and drop him off. That's really the only side mission I remember, but that is a legit mission, so yeah. Anyway, I told you guys my good stuff and bad stuff that I've listed about the game. Time for my overall score. I give The Amazing Spider-Man a 7.5 out of 10. Okay, I was just thinking, do I want to put it as a 7? But I said no, 7.5, because it is actually a really interesting game. So tell me what you guys think down below in the comments if you have the game. And this video is also dedicated to somebody who was asking which game to buy, Killzone or Spider-Man, because I've been looking for games to do a review of for the Vita, and I don't know which order I should do my games in, and I have The Amazing Spider-Man, so I was like, hey, let me do a review for him real quick so he can see. Hey, I'll watch Killzone review and see how that goes, and watch the Spider-Man one and see which one he likes more. But anyway, have a wonderful day, everyone. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, and peace out.